Hey, it's 104.3 MYfm. Lisa Foxx here with Lisa Loeb. Woo! Very busy lady. Oh, you can clap for yourself.
I'm clapping
Come
for
on.
myself.
New album, a new children's book. You've got so much going on. Some people might be like, what has she been up to? You're married. You've got kids. So it's like I don't even know where to start. But first, let's start with, I guess, being married and having kids now. That's probably kind of changed a lot of things.
It has, especially having a young baby. I have a 10-month-old and a 3-year-old. So it's very family-centric. And it's funny because I talk to a lot of moms, and one of my top priorities is sleep. And so that changes your life a lot when your top priority is sleep. I mean, it's always been kind of, sleep is important, I think, for everybody's health, for, staying awake and alert, even though I'm sort of not completely awake and alert right now. But, I can't really go out at night as much anymore.
The new album, No Fairytale.
Yes.
Lots of good stuff on there. I guess, obviously influenced, I'm sure, by your new life.
It was funny. One of the biggest things, when I recorded No Fairytale, I was not even pregnant with my second child yet. I did it when I was my 3-year-old was 1 year old. So I would drive to Orange County. I live in Los Angeles. I would drive to Orange every day, 45 minutes each way. I was working with my friend Chad Gilbert from the band Newfound Glory, and he's like, he wanted to record in this one studio that his friend has in Orange. And at first I was a little hesitant because it was a good 45 minutes away from my house. But then I realized
with LA traffic, 5 hours.
Exactly. But it turned out to be a good thing because I was able to just go there every day, focus, and it influenced the way that we recorded the album. We recorded it much more quickly than I normally record albums. We were very particular, but I think we both have so much experience that we were able to make decisions in the studio more quickly. Things have a more live, energetic feel because of it. But we went there every day to record for probably about 4 weeks, which again is not really that long for recording a whole rock album.
Yeah.
So it worked out really well with having a child that I wanted to be there when she woke up. I wanted to be there to put her to bed every night. And I got to spend a lot of time with her, but I got to make my album in a really efficient and rock way.
Nice.
Which was perfect.
You've been on the road, doing stuff with the new album, but also another new children's book that's out.
Yes.
So cute. You've been doing all these book signings and children's shows. I love this part of your life too, tied in with Camp Lisa.
Yeah, the kids shows are really fun. At first, I started making kids music before I even had kids. I made a record called Catch the Moon. Barnes & Noble wanted me to make a record that was different from my regular records. And I'd always wanted to make a kids record kind of like Really Rosie by Carole King, which was, I didn't really know Carole King's singer-songwriter music. I think in the 70s, I was more listening to 70s rock and pop and disco, like the Bee Gees and stuff. But I didn't listen to a lot of singer-songwriters, except I listened to this one kids record. And I wanted to make something like that sounded like real musicians playing real music, but it was for kids. Yeah.
I want to talk about the song Stay that kind of put you on the map, so to speak, back in the 90s. And that's when I first met you. The song was so huge, and just I think it's just an inspirational story for the fact that you weren't even signed to a record label and the fact that it fell into the right people's hands. Tell that story.
Yeah, it was a song. Stay was a song I wrote back in the early 90s when I moved to New York City after going to college. And my friend Ethan Hawke, who I met through another
Hottie
friend
actor.
But Ethan wanted a copy of my song Stay to give to Ben Stiller, who directed the movie Reality Bites, and he was also an actor in the movie. And Ben, I guess, liked it and passed it along to Stacey Scher, who was one of the producers, and all the powers that be decided to put the song onto the soundtrack of the movie and into the sound.
And just
into
blew
the movie.
up, and that movie was so big.
And
Such a cult classic.
Radio station in Houston called KRBE, this guy, Cubby, you might know.
Yeah.
Cubby, and Tom Pullman, they decided to play the song on the radio, even though it wasn't being pushed as a single yet. And they started playing it. They decided to play it off the soundtrack, and other radio stations followed suit. And then I think the record company definitely jumped in and helped promote the record, RCA Records. And the song went to #1 without officially having a label.
Plus, kind of your signature look with the glasses. I love that you turned the glasses into a whole business and launched your own eyewear line.
Yeah, I think that was kind of a selfish move on my part because I spend a lot of time.
It's like your thing, though.
I know, but like how you spend a lot of time looking for something. Like I used to spend time looking for guitars. I used to spend time looking for albums. Back in the day when you have to search for them in stores. Now you could just push a button and get anything. But glasses are the same way for me. I love glasses. I'm always looking for the perfect pair, and now I get to make them.
So we'll recap everything on our website, and then, of course, they can go, again, to your website to find out more about Camp Lisa Foundation, where they can see you live in concert next, because you're always doing shows.
I am. I'm on the road. I'm heading to Chicago, Texas. I've just been trying to go out for shorter periods of time with my band, because I leave my kids at home with the cats. No, I leave them at home. So yeah, I'm playing a mixture of kids shows, grown up shows, and I will be staying after to sign CDs and books and stuff.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. And I think we're going to go sing.
Thank you. Okay, we'll go sing.